welcome back to another Friday Sews. I'm Nicky and this is Sew&Snip. Welcome back if you're a subscriber, and if you're new here, thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm catching up from the week again, Friday Sews. I'm not sounding quite as croaky as last week, and thank you to everybody that's sending me get well wishes. I'm still a little bit, so I've got my drink here. I haven't got a cold or anything now. Just for some reason I'm a little bit croaky. So hopefully my voice will hold out while I'm chatting to you. So this week I have been doing some sewing, and I've actually made something on my new sewing machine. I've loved using it. I've only used the basic stitches so far, so but I have done a buttonhole, and so I'm finding it good so far. Hopefully I'll get more chance to have a good play with it at some stage, and then I can tell you about some of the additional features with it. But yeah, I'm just liking the fact that it's got the automatic back stitching at the top, back stitching and cutting the thread at the end. The buttonhole came out good, which is always a worrying thing with a new machine. What's the buttonhole's going to be like? So that worked all right, and yeah, I'm enjoying using it. So I'm really happy with my first make. So this is what I've made to start with. This is the Victor jeans from Stylark. Sorry, it's not very focused. That's better. So I'm going to hand you back to my former self and take you along a bit of the process of me actually sewing it. It's Sunday, and my plan today is to make the Victor woven jean. This is a Stylark pattern, and I'm making it in this stripy denim from Minerva. So it means I'm using my new sewing machine for the first time. So we'll see how I get on with that. I've started. I think I've sort of sorted out all the settings. But yeah, so it's all cut out already. I'm just going to interface a few bits and start the construction. This pattern from Stylark, I think it's one of their older ones, because it's formatted for copy shop print in wide setting. So it's not AO, and I don't think it comes in A4 either, but it's wide setting, I think it's called. I got my copy from CLC Prints because they do that format, and when it comes, it's basically like an AO, as in one big sheet, but it also has the Stylark instructions actually printed on that pattern sheet. Obviously they're very basic with Stylark, but I did email the Stylark email address, and they have sent me the link to having it on the screen as well. So yeah, it's all set up, and I'll take you along with me at different times. Right, so I'm getting those slowly on the jeans. I've just done this pocket feature here, it's on the side, and I decided to turn the stripes around so they're going the opposite way. So they're in the panel, a bit fiddly to do. I think, as with Stylark instructions, they're not exactly the most precise, so yeah, a bit of fiddling, but luckily I only had to unpick once, and the stripes aren't making my eyes go too funny. I'm just hoping now they're not going to look too much like a pair of chef's trousers, if you know what I mean about the stripy chef's ones that chefs wear quite often. But yeah, so just done that. So my next thing to tackle is the flies, or the fly. So just moving on to these instructions here, and then hopefully I'll be able to try them on. Right, first try on. Too difficult to show, hopefully you can see it in this mirror. Yeah, so the pockets there on the side. They're a little big at the moment, but I think that would be okay once the waistband's on. Not sure if you can see, but it's a slightly balloon leg because it's got darts in the front and the back. Zips, thighs has gone in okay. It's not particularly well hidden. There doesn't seem a lot of cover coming over, but it is hidden. At the moment it's just sitting lower than my waist, but obviously with the waistband, yeah, and the back seems to fit all right. So I'll take some pictures and show you properly once I've finished. So I'm on to the finishing touches. So I've done my buttonhole and cut that one. I'm just going to put my button on now. I have got these jeans buttons. You can see there. These have got a little screw that goes into the back of it. Comes with a little mini screwdriver. So it means that there's no hammering to get the button attached. So you can screw it in, and if you do need to move it, you can just unscrew it and move it along. So to make the hole, I use my, see it's very old, owl. So I've marked where I want the button and I just push that through, which basically just pushes the fibres to one side rather than actually making a hole in the fabric. It's just sort of pushing the fibres around. I might need to do it from both sides. Hopefully you can see on here. Just pushes them enough to get the little hole. Just poke that through. Bit of a twist. As you can see, it's through now. That button on. It's a little bit fiddly. Sometimes you need to get the pliers on it to give it a bit of grip. But as you can see, it's on, it's nice and secure, it's nice and neat, and you haven't had to bash any holes. I got these from just on Amazon, typed in screw fits jeans buttons. I'll find the link and add them in the notes. And they are finished. Yeah, I'm really happy with them. Hopefully the stripes aren't going too funny in this. I've come out here in my studio just to, my hair studio, just to, because it's brighter out here, but it does look a little bit flary. But yes, it's got a nice curved waistband. I think perhaps I may move the button just over slightly more. And next time I'd see if I can put the fly just slightly further in. But yeah, the curved waistband sitting nicely. I could have probably gone down a size on the hips, but it's just comfortably skimming. I love this pocket that fits into the seams there. And I'm liking the barrel leg shape. It's just slightly sort of barrel or balloon shaped. That's done because there's a dart in the front and the back of the leg. I'll run through the pattern details and show you the line drawings so you get a better look at them. But yeah, I'm really pleased with that. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little bit of a follow along with me sewing the Victor jeans. So for a little bit more details on the pattern, sorry, my laptop's here, so I'll read their description. It's a relaxed designer jean which sits comfortably on the waist due to a shaped waistband. The patch pockets are cleverly drafted to sit neatly into the design lines of the pants, and there are darts coming from the hemline that gives the jean the new shape. So hopefully that's sort of, from you seeing them on me, you can see that's sort of the description of it. But yeah, I was really happy with them. Now this one, sorry, this pattern comes in a size 4 to 30. Now, with Stylark, because this is the wide format, it just comes with this printed on the actual pattern. They only put the finished sizes on there, so I'll have to have a look on the size chart on the laptop for you. So yes, from a size 4 to 30. So a size 4 is a waist of 23.5 inches, 32.6 inch hip, up to a size 30, which is a 50.5 inch waist and a 61 inch hip. So quite a good size range. It takes approximately, I thought it said there, up to from 1.65 meters up to 2.4 meters of denim, cotton or drill. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed watching me make those trousers. Any more questions on it, if there's anything that I haven't covered, please put it in the comments below and I will try and answer them for you. Now for the fabric, hopefully it's not going quite so wobbly with the lines. Now I'm back in my sewing room. This is a fabric from Minerva. It's one of their core range fabrics. They sent it to me as an ambassador to make something and do a vlog post for them. So yes, it's I shall just bring it up. It's a 225 gram denim. It's 100% cotton. It's non-stretch, 144 centimeters wide, and classed as a medium weight. Now it comes in 3 colorways. This one is the dark colorway, but it's also got it in a light and a medium. Yeah, it's nice and soft to work with. It's not too thick, as I said, it's a medium weight, but I found it easy to work with layers, because with the top stitching there's at least 3 layers of fabric, and obviously where the top of the fold of the pockets there is actually 4 layers of fabric. But I didn't find it a problem, whether that's just because I made it on the new machine, which was great and worked really well. I'm really enjoying working on it. I haven't made use of all the functions yet. Obviously it's the first garment I've made. But I was happy with the buttonhole. It came out quite neatly. Yeah, and little functions such as automatic back stitching at the start of the sewing, the thread cutting, all those things that I didn't have on my previous machine, I'm finding quite useful. Sorry, I just need a drink. Hopefully, when I'm back off our trip away, I will get to use some of the other functions on it a bit more and try some of the vast amount of stitches that I've got here, and be able to share a bit more about it to you. But yeah, for making this, it was great. So yeah, so I'm really happy with them. So that's the only thing I've made since last week, and as I said, I hope you've enjoyed seeing them. I'll add some photographs at the end. I know I did a little video with it on, but I'll add some photographs at the end because I went outside and took some. And also I'll add on just a little video. During the week I did a little sewing session with one of my friends. She's done sewing before. She's done a bit of quilting, made some shopping bags and things, but she's never done garment sewing, and she's never sewn with stretch fabrics. So we've been on a little journey. We did one outing to a fabric shop and bought the fabric that she wanted, and then we had another session where she came to me and we did the cutting out. She's very tall, So I had to show her how to adapt a pattern, adding the extra length and things in. So we've done all that bit. And then this week she brought her sewing machine round. I cleared all my hairdressing stuff away in my little studio, and she sat out there and I showed her how to get the tension right, how to get it to say and work, you know, through the machine happily. And we got as far as putting a little neckband in. But yes, I didn't do a lot of videoing, but I did do a little bit when she was there busy working, so I'll put that in at the end as well. So that's it for me today. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words. It's been a busy day working today. I'm trying to get all my clients done, and it's just been manic. So yeah, sorry about that. But yes, it's been lovely to chat to you today. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you'll join me again next week. If you're a subscriber, thank you. Yes, my numbers are creeping up. If you haven't subscribed yet and you'd like to, please hit that button, or give me a thumbs up or leave me a comment. I try and reply to every comment because I really love interacting with you. But that's it for me today. Hope to see you again. Bye for now. Studio is turned into a little sewing studio. Nettie's having a little lesson on garment sewing because she normally does a bit of quilting, so she's deep in concentration.